Minecraft is an ever expanding game. Constant updates every year, multiple times a year, on multiple different platforms, two different studios working on the game. And there's some wacky features came out in the past, There's some different features. There's constantly new features coming out. So, I thought I'd jump on the subreddits and I would check out some of the suggestions. And one is non-mossy boulders should rarely spawn in forests and birch forest. Now I think this is a great idea, as you can see in the footage behind me. I'm building them and they actually look really well, and it kind of adds that sort of, variety to Minecraft that you don't well, you get an update, you're like, okay, let's find the new structure, let's find the new mob, let's find the new enchantment or whatever, and then that's it. That's it. This is one of the things that slowly changes your world. You add a few things like this, maybe like falling over trees, which I think they have on Pocket Edition actually. You have what else could you add? You could add dirt trees, how you get the dirt trees for normal trees, or you could add them. There are multiple different things you could add, and these boulders are one of them. So just new sort of environmental features. I think that would be actually pretty great. Minor villagers that trade ores. Now this sounds wacky, doesn't it, right? But imagine this, right? There's a new structure in the village, right? And it's a mine. And it's like, what could it be? It could be like it's like a mine, and then you have this villager in a white clothing with brown stains on it. So it's like the priest, but he's been mining, and he will trade ores for emeralds and emeralds for ores. So it means you have, with that excess of, lapis lazuli you have, or excess of redstone you have, you can sell it to this guy for emeralds, and then you can buy diamonds off him. I think that it would need a lot of balancing, but I think that would be really good and make them very rare. Now, this one's good. I like this one. This is probably my favorite suggestion of all of them. Right? Villagers should rarely have small prisons. I almost say villages. Yeah, villages should have small villages inside them. That works. Villages should rarely have small prisons with illagers in them. And if you don't know what illager is, it's you don't have it on console. I wasn't able to put it in, but basically an illager, I think there's 3 different types. There's like the one that can summon like the imps, and then there's the imps, and then you got the guys with like the axes and shit. They'll like chase you down with the axes. They spawn in the Woodland Mansion, and it kinda sad that these only spawn in this one area, and they do drop emeralds. So it's sad that they only spawn there. So this actually led to you build, well, you don't build, sorry. You have a villager prison, and I'm building one right now in the background. And in this villager prison, you have illagers. So it's like, villagers that turn bad in the village. Well, instead of escaping to the Woodland Mansion, they've been put in here. Or, even better, instead of that, the villagers went to the Woodland Mansion and like captured the villagers and put them in prison. Maybe like the villagers and the illagers have like some sort of beef or something. I don't know. I think it's a good idea. You put some illagers in there. I think that would be a great idea. Have maybe a sheriff. No, that'd be too far. But a sheriff, maybe have a sheriff. You could have trade things like leads. What else could a sheriff trade? Leads. No sheriff. Don't have a sheriff. That would be silly. But yeah, illagers. And inside there, right, have not evidence room, but make it seem like that. You'll have like emeralds, definitely an axe. You'll always have an axe in there, possibly emeralds, and you have a super small chance of getting the token of undying. Now let's say it's a 1 in 80 chance of finding one of these prisons, right? And for every prison, you can have up to 3 illagers, but it's a 1 in 5 chance that you'll get 1 illager. So, you know, you're more likely to have 0, right? And, you know, for every illager, you have a 1 in 300 chance of getting a token of undying inside the place. So, you know, it's very rare, because if you think villages are rare anyway, so this is super fucking rare. This is super rare. Sorry for cursing. This is super rare. You know, you go in here and you're like, oh, look, a token of undying. That's really good. You need a console, which I hope we get. I really do. I don't think we will, because, you know, people don't like the new combat. But I hope we get it. Now, here's one for rest stoners, right? Now, I got 2 here, right? I'll tell you the first one, though. Dispensers plant. Dispenser plant. You hook it up with some seeds near some whole dirt. Boom, plant. Boom, plant. It means farming is so much easier. And I know technically you can farm with villagers, but they won't pick up. No, I think you can. Tree farms. What are you gonna do there? You gotta plant them all like manually. So you set up a tree farm. You know, you come chop it down. You know, have like a wither sort of destroyer farm. They're actually really interesting. They're super hard to make, but if you make like a wither tree farm, they're really good. Have one of them, but then you can't replant it. You know, boom, put down your dispenser, replant it. You can't be bothered getting villagers. You're miles away from villagers. You want to do it in the sky or something. You got a sky base. You can't get villagers there, can you? No. So what you gonna do? Dispenser that plant. Now, I don't think this will come, because for some reason the villagers already plant, and the thing that they don't plant, you know, you can get anyway with like bud switches and like knocking them down and all of that. So yeah, there's a chance. There's always a chance. I'm not optimistic though. I hope so, but I'm not optimistic. I'll tell you that. And the next one is another redstone one, which is just more redstone. Now, the guy did like 3-4 pages on this, so I'm not gonna read 3-4 pages. But I'm gonna name the things I liked about it, right? He said, what's this? Switch it with 3 sort of things. So like you click it once, it's in the middle. You click it again, it's at the bottom. And how this would work is, if you know how redstone signal work, it goes like 16 blocks or something, and then it stops. So what he's trying to say is, you know, this one will go half of that if you're in the middle, so 8 blocks, and then 0 blocks if you're at the bottom, obviously, and then all the blocks if you're at the top. Now that might sound like, well, what's the real use in that? But I'm sure there's someone out there who could hook up. I know you gave an example. I remember reading it, but I don't have it written down, and I don't have my phone by me, so I'm not gonna find it for you. I'm sorry. Another one is a right-click machine. So like you put an item in it, and now this one I'm not digging. I'm not feeling it that much. You know, he says a right-click machine where it would you know, like right-click with a hole. You know, hold the dirt. You know. Yeah, so anyway, you see the right click and a left click machine where it would destroy blocks and that. I don't think that's Minecrafty, but what is a Minecrafty? You know, Minecraft is a constant evolving game. Maybe that's coming. You know, that sounds like a good idea. What else is there? I had another bit of paper, but I can't find it. No, bonus thing. I'm gonna hit you up with what I want. I would love map sharing, where you could share a map. like Mario Maker. If you know Mario Maker, you share it, people rate it, boom. That would be amazing for console. For consoles, that would be the bomb. That would be so good, because if you're sharing maps on console and people are rating it, you know, we don't have a proper official way to rate the maps, or not rate the map, download maps, you know, all that stuff. And yeah, I think that. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more of them, I'm really planning. There was so many good suggestions. I didn't want to make like a 20-minute video. I'd get too bored. But I'll happily make another video, even by like next week. You tell me that you want another Minecraft suggestion video. I will happily make one. Happily. Yes. So if you liked the video, you know, like it. You know, if you didn't like the video, no, don't dislike it, because you know, when people click on it, they'll think it's shit because you dislike. But you know, tell me in the comments what you want to see on the channel. Keep in mind, the channel constantly evolves for what my viewers want. What else was I going to say? Oh, subscribe. Yeah, my PSN, if you want to join on one of my Minecraft worlds, is Angry Scottish Boy. And yeah, subscribe, turn on notifications if you want to. I don't really care. And I'll see you guys later.